Good morning, beautiful people. Welcome back to Wilder Pass Farm. Here, we're located in northern Canada, where we do homesteading, gardening, and everything in between. So, I'm sure you can tell by my attire, it is cold. Summer's come and gone, so is fall. We kind of had fall for a couple weeks, and now it is winter. I got my hat on. I have my coveralls on, winter jacket, and multiple layers. I'm totally a baby when it comes to cold, so I definitely need to layer up from the time that it starts dropping below like -5 Celsius. So yeah, this year has been absolutely insane. We have done so much to the farm, so much has changed. So I thought that we could do kind of like an updated farm tour so that you guys can see everything that we've done so far this year. So we're gonna start out in front of the house. We'll come back to the garage in a minute, but I just kind of wanted to give you guys a heads up. The property is kind of like a complete disaster right now. One, it's going into winter, so it's not pretty, and two, we just got a whole new septic put in, so system, like tank and bed, so the ground is not complete, and it won't be complete till the spring, but it is what it is. It doesn't look great, but yeah. So let's start on our little tour. So this is the front of our house. We're just splitting some wood because we do heat our home with our wood furnace. This is kind of our little look at our front yard. So our apple trees have mostly lost all of their leaves. But yeah, they're still looking really good, especially for winter. And then this is the in-ground garden, which looks pretty sad right now because, well, it is too cold to grow anything at this point. Some of this rosemary is still alive, but yeah. So this is kind of like the first look of our new in-ground garden. It was like a quarter of that space where that soil is dark. That's how big it was this year. Next year is going to be a heck of a lot bigger, and I am so excited for it. The greenhouse is up because I'm just gonna let the chickens use it over the winter. They really like it as a shelter, and they hang out in there, and it's warmer in there, so they enjoy it. The chicken coop is all wrapped up. I'm just going to actually insulate it kinda with some straw bales, so I'm gonna line them up along the edge here and then put some right over here to kind of cover this mesh to block the wind. But I'll leave like probably like an inch gap here to allow air circulation. But their window is closed up, and so is their door. This is kind of how it's going to be for the winter before I put the straw bales in. Hi, Miss Amora. Hi, Missy. Say hi. So this is her field. It's looking a little muddy and crappy, but that is the realities of having clay soil. We will drag this in the spring, even it out, and then reseed it, and we'll have the whole summer to kind of heal up and grow some grass. But for now, she's just here. Hopefully you'll have a friend very soon. We're gonna be looking at another horse this weekend, so fingers crossed she works out. It is another mare. I don't want to say too much just in case it doesn't work out, but fingers crossed because we need a babysitter for this troublemaker. And I'll tell you what trouble she's made in just a sec. Okay, so this is kind of like the mess I was talking about. It is not in the greatest spot, but the septic people, the company needed to do their job, so again, it is what it is. But this is mostly all frozen right now because it is like -8, I believe. But we cut some of the forest down and then we're gonna make like a road down there to our valley, and I think it would look really nice. If you notice, there's 3 goats in this pen right now, and the fence is a lot higher. This is Clover and Peach's date for this month. A very kind friend let us use their buck so that we can have adorable kids in the spring and also milk our ladies. So we appreciate you, Guru, handsome man. I cannot pet you. No thanks. But we appreciate you. You're very handsome. You're very handsome. He's very friendly. He's a good boy. You're a good boy, right? Oh yes, very good. So yeah, not much has changed inside the barn. We won't go in there because we'll let Guru do his thing. But we did do that goat stall in there, and then we rolled in a couple bales of straw, round bales so that they could stay warm this winter. We have this one carport, and then we're gonna have another one up there for more hay and straw. But currently there's 2 open bales in here, which I feel like this is the most comfortable. Maybe like 2 or 3 in here at max, but this works out really well for now. And oh, this is very orange. Hopefully next year we'll have a better structure for our hay and straw. I do feed rounds. I would prefer not to buy squares because they're just more expensive. And rounds are way more affordable. And I have a really great way of not wasting too much. So yeah, but let's continue. So this is the entrance to our little mini barn here. We'll get to this later. To these, this is the entrance to our mini barn. These are nice doors. And they have this beautiful window, which looks so nice on both sides. And then we put this pegboard here so that we could eventually hang stuff, light things like halters and lead ropes and stuff. But yeah, let me turn on the light in here. All right, so this is our mini barn. Emphasis on mini. We have 2 stalls. One's a little bit bigger than the other one. They open and have gates that swing open like so. So you can have full range. You just can't have 2 doors open at the same time, but I mean, who cares about that? But yeah, so we are bedding with straw now because it's winter and it's cold. This is warmer and it does stay pretty decently warm in here, which is great. Last night it was like well below freezing. It was like -10 or 12 with the wind chill, and my buckets in the stalls didn't freeze, so I am very happy about that. But yeah, so it's pretty roomy in here. There's lots of space. So I do give her a good bed of straw. And then her hay, which I always do night check at 9. And I'll top up the hay if needed. And she's got 2 water buckets plus her salt lick. Always good to supply your animals with salt during the winter because it is cold. Drinking does go down, and that's when you always have gut and health issues. But with that said, I am going to paint these walls next year. Not gonna really worry about that right now, but yeah. And let's show you the garage. It's currently a mess, but I'm sure you guys won't mind. So like from the mini barn here, we have this doorway into the garage. So this is pretty much Nem's tools. I don't really touch that. We did, however, get our own tiller. We have a wood chipper, our 2 lawnmowers, the push and the lawn tractor. We have my father's dirt bike and our ATV and Nem's motorcycle, along with countless tools and things. We brought my farm stand in for the winter to kind of help it through, as well as our snowblower for the winter. Now, this is where I have most of the horse stuff. I try to keep it as neat and tidy as possible, but in these bins, we have the horse's grain. I have beet pulp soaking. I soak their food, especially during the winter. I over soak it to ensure that they're getting enough water. So she just gets a little bit of food in the morning, some beet pulp and hay cubes at night. The goat's food and the chicken food as well. We have our 2 saddles, one for our next potential horse and one for our current one, as well as bandages, first aid, and some odds and ends as well. We have blankets over here, and the rest of them were stacked up here. All right, so we'll just head out this door behind me, and I'll show you where we keep our firewood. Again, just a mess. Can't wait for snow to just cover this. So we got about 4 cords here, and then way more here. It is currently covered by a tarp because that is the best we can do. We were planning on putting it in the carport, but that did not work out for multiple reasons, but also hay is very important to not get wet. This all was originally inside the mini barn, just on the other side of that wall, but we did get the horse and we're gonna get another one, so obviously the wood couldn't stay in there. But yeah, this is where we keep our firewood for now. There's more in the basement, but this is what's outside. So this is the Perennial Garden. We currently have a fire pit there. It's not gonna stay there. I covered my strawberry beds and cut back most, if not all, of the herbs. The asparagus patch is looking absolutely lovely. I don't know if you can see that, but yeah, it's looking really, really good. And all the perennials are put to sleep. Something that is new is I did line the back of here with berry bushes that were over there, but because we had to get our septic done, I didn't want them to get damaged, obviously, so they start right about there and they come all the way to the stump. that is where we're going to end this tour. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure that you are subscribed, like, and comment down below, and I hope to see you guys next time. Bye guys.